Massive news for property developers, home buyers and renters this week, as taxes are lowered across the board and much more. This is all the important news in Tasmanian property this week. In a bid to make it easier to build new homes, the government is going to stop charging up to $10,000 per lot for water, power and sewage infrastructure connections. Apparently there are around 5,000 hectares of privately owned, vacant residentially zoned land across Tasmania right now, which, if activated, could deliver around 60,000 lots for residential development across the state. Also, the stamp duty concession threshold will increase from $400,000 to $500,000 to reflect current market conditions. The concession provides a 50% discount on the property transfer tax for eligible pensioners who want to sell their former home in Tasmania and downsize by buying another home in Tasmania. It also has to be worth less than $500,000 instead of what was $400,000. So that's great news for downsizers and anyone who wants to upsize into what should be some newly available homes. What's more, the government is also providing $10,000 for the first 250 ancillary dwellings that are made available for long-term rental of more than 2 years. So the first 250 people to build a granny flat on their property and rent it out for 2 or more years will get $10,000. Not bad at all. I think this will do quite well to increase the rental supply quite quickly. In more great news, land tax is going to be reduced to reflect today's strong property market, with the land value at which tax becomes payable to double from $25,000 to $50,000. The top threshold will also increase by $50,000, going from $350,000 to $400,000. The premium penalty rate of interest will be halved from 8% to 4%, and land tax bills over $500 will be able to be paid in 3 installments over the year. This will decrease the cost of living pressure on families and should put a downward pressure on rents. Around 70,000 landowners will benefit by up to $613 a year, and 4,100 additional landowners will pay no land tax at all in the year ahead. Now, a word from our sponsors. Are you looking for a new home? Something unique, something beautiful? Then you should look at Eleonora in Tranmere. It is the latest in luxury waterfront living, and it will offer a mix of 3 to 5 bedroom apartments that boast unobstructed views of the Derwent Harbour and Mount Wellington. This exciting new development is the latest Kunama project, and it will hit the market very soon. So visit eleonora.build to get all the latest details. Just type eleonora.build into your browser to find out more. In other exciting news, Jared Bevan from the Mercury reports that a waterside suburb on Hobart's eastern shore is now the fastest selling property market in all of Australia. The latest data from realestate.com.au tells us that 7 Mile Beach houses have recorded a median of just 7 days on market. And it's not just 7 Mile Beach with record sale times. 9 of the nation's 13 fastest selling markets are in the Greater Hobart region. In the houses category, this includes Herdsman's Cove, West Hobart, and Dodgers Ferry at 11 days, plus Midway Point at 12 days. In the unit sector, Brighton was the fastest at 8 days, followed by Moona at 10, and then Oak Downs, Glenorchy, and Bellerive at 12. In other news, homebuyers are getting an extra $41,000 from their bank, reports Domain. Recent figures from Canstar show that a borrower on an average income of $89,000 who has saved a 20% deposit could have a budget of $806,000 this year compared to $765,000 that they could get 1 year ago. According to Canstar, even someone on a lower income of $50,000 could have upped their budget by nearly $19,000 over the past year, on the lowest variable rate, while a high-income earner on $120,000 could increase their budget by $57,000. Also this week, The Greater Glenorchy Plan aims to double dwelling density in and around the proposed rail corridor. According to urban developer, the Greater Glenorchy Plan is the first of 4 metropolitan council areas to release a 2040 vision. It encompasses Glenorchy, Moonah and Claremont. Currently there are 8 to 14 dwellings per hectare, with the council aiming to increase this to more than 25 dwellings per hectare along the rail transit corridor in the next 10 years. So in the next 10 years, $1.8 billion will be spent on developing the region, including the $500 million showground and the $65 million Derwent Entertainment Centre. Also, this just in, the next major land release for Macquarie Point has been announced. Interest is being sought from proponents for Macquarie Point's newest parcel of land, the District. The Macquarie Point Development Corporation is calling for pre-registrations of interest for the District, which is around 2.7 hectares. This provides a rare opportunity for a large-scale developer or consortia to be a part of a premier development initiative. It includes 3 consolidated land parcels, dubbed the Gateway, the Promenade and the Underground, and the pre-registration of interest process closes at 5 p.m. Friday, April 16th, 2021. And that's it for this week. See you next time.